there everybody, and welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make one of these quick and easy little leaves. Now these two have been hooked up using a double weight yarn and a 4mm hook. This one here I've used 2 strands held together and I've used a 5mm hook. Now you can make these leaves longer by making your starting chain longer, or you can up or downsize your yarn and hook to make them larger or smaller. So here we go. I'm going to be showing you this example using this Stylecraft Special DK weight yarn. This is called Green Grass. As I say, I'm going to be using my Clover and More 4mm hook. That's also a size G. I have a small pair of scissors and a darning needle for my ends. Now what I tend to do is leave the ends leave them loose to start with, and I use these to tie them on to whatever project it is that I'm adding them to. So here we go. So we're going to start by putting a slip knot on our hook, so you can do this whatever way you normally do. This is how I do mine. I just take my yarn across, go under with my hook, grab that yarn, pull it through, take my fingers out, and there we are, ready to go. So we're going to start with a chain of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay, so this is the length of my leaf. As I say, once you get used to how these are constructed, you can make this longer for a longer leaf. Now what we're going to do is work back along this chain. We're going to work in the first chain from our hook, but what we're going to do is, if I turn the chain towards me, I can see this back loop here. Now some people call this the back hump, or the camel's hump, or just the back loop. So this is the stitch that we're going to be working in. So I've turned the chain towards me. So starting in this first one here, I'm going to do 1 UK double crochet. So that's a US single or UK double. So for our doubles, we just push through, grab that yarn, pull it through, grab the yarn, pull through 2. Again, I have that chain so that it's slightly turning down towards me. Here's my next back hump. So you can see these back humps going along. Here is my next one. I'm going to do 1 UK half treble. That's 1 US half double. So it's grab the yarn, pull through. So I've got 3 on my hook, and then I'm pulling that yarn through all 3. Okay, now we're working in this back hump, whatever you want to call it. We're going to do 1 UK full treble. So that's 1 US double. So again, yarn over, push through, grab the yarn, pull through. So we have 3. Grab the yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2. So you can see we've got this nice curve. So you'll get to know after a while how these are constructed. We start with the smallest stitch and then we just keep going round. So in this next back hump here, we are going to do 2 UK trebles. Okay, so let's pull through 2, pull through 2. And in that same stitch, we're going to do another one. Pull through 2, pull through 2. So we should have, if you see 1, 2, 3 of those back humps left, we are going to put 1 UK treble in that next one. In the next one, we're going to put 1 UK half treble, pull through all 3. In that last one, we're going to be putting 1 UK double. So that's no yarn over, pull through, 2. I'm just going to tighten my original knot up there. And as you can see, we have the first half of our leaf. And as you can see, the taller the stitch, the more of a curve that we have. Okay, so we've got to the end. What we're going to do in just one moment, we're going to be working back along these stitches. So to start off with, I would just check that you can see you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches here. Now, if I turn this towards you, you can see these V's. We're going to be working in the back loops only of each stitch going along. Okay, so this is my first stitch here. I'm going to be working in the back loop only. But before I do that, what I want to do is make a little point at the tip of our leaf, and I'm going to do that by making a picot stitch. So all we need to do is do a chain 2 up, 1, 2, and in that first chain that we've just done, just do a slip stitch. So a slip stitch, push through, grab that yarn, pull it through that loop and the one that's on your hook. And then as we go back, you'll see a little point forming. So we're literally going to construct this just the opposite way around. So in my first stitch, remember working in that back loop only, I'm going to do a UK double crochet. That's a US single. In the next stitch in the back loop, I'm going to do a UK half treble. That's US half double. In the back loop of the next stitch, I'm going to do a UK treble. That's a US double. In the back stitch of this next stitch, we're going to put 2 UK trebles, 1 and 2, so that they're both in that same stitch. In the next stitch, we're going to put 1 UK treble. You can see how this works now. So you should have 2 stitches left in that next stitch in the back loop only. We're going to put 1 UK half treble, so that's pulling through all 3. And then in that last stitch, we're going to do 1 UK double. So that's no yarn over, push through, grab that yarn, pull through 2. Now what you can see here is because we were working in the back hump on the first row and the back loop on the second row going back, we have this lovely leafy ridge going down the middle. All we need to do now is just do a slip stitch to fasten off. So just do a slip stitch in that first stitch that we did, pull through, and then I tend to chain. And then I'm going to cut my yarn, leave a nice tail end to pull through, because you don't know what you're going to be using this for. Now I have one end here and one end here. Now I just literally thread my darning needle and take this end back up. Okay, so I'm just going to use these stitches just to go in and out, in and out. Now this will be on the back of your leaf, so you can make this a little bit neater. So I'm just going to pull through. As usual, you know me, I've always got too much of an end, but hey ho, and then I just take it so that it's more or less in the same position as your other tail. Okay, and then you can use those to be sewing them onto your project. So there you go, you've got your little picot point at the end. Now you could block these, give them a little bit of a starch, But you can use these for all sorts of projects. Add them to your little flowers to make brooches. The possibilities are just endless. So there you go. I've got a nice little bunch of leaves there. Now if you found this tutorial helpful, then please do give me a thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel down below, and I will see you here next time. Bye bye.